Hey, what's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Just bring you guys another Tank Talk live video, just to give you guys a quick update. There isn't really much to do because of the quarantine, so I decided to might as well go live and see how everybody else is doing. So I'm just going to wait on a little bit more people to go on, and I'm also going to start replying to my buddy Benny, who just messaged me on Instagram. All right, I see there's about two people live. What's up, Calypso? How you doing, bro? Finally, you're on time. I'm not sure if Benny's gonna be able to be on the live stream with me today, but I don't know if you want to join the live stream or anybody else who wants to join me on live. Let's start some conversations of our aquariums to see what's new, what has changed, any new corals or fish. If you guys would like to join the live stream, let me know. All you have to do is just private message me, or you could also just leave your email in the comments, and I'll send you an invitation for the live stream. And let me hit up my buddy Benny and see if he's able to join. So we'll try and message Benny. Let's see if he answers. What's up, Hub City Reef? I'm doing good. About to turn on the fan. A little bit hot. Oh, man, I think my fan died on me. Right? So I'm gonna start with the live stream. I see I have a couple people who are watching the live stream. But today I just want to get on live and see if we could start a conversation with everybody. For those who are stuck at home bored and don't have nothing else to do but to talk about the hobby, about your reef tank, freshwater tanks, start some conversations. I'm going to give you guys a quick update regarding my AquaTalk 24. Well, this is my wife's tank. Today she actually just rescaped it. I was able to get my yellow tank from here. Finally, my tank downstairs has cycled, so I transferred my yellow tank. I also took my frog spawn and my hammer, and she kept everything else. Also, what's up, Khalid? What's up, Benny? Hub City Reef said just got my sump plumbing done after the tank's been running for a year. That's what's up. And Benny, I've been trying to hit you up. Oh, it's fine, Benny. Don't worry about it. I decided to just go live today. Just bored, stuck at home. I've been busy all day. What I've been doing. Let's start with this tank. My wife, she rescaped it. We added a Current USA in the back, plus the stock AquaTop Light. A couple days ago, I finally fragged my Deadpool mushroom, and I noticed that I have about 3 more babies in that rock right here in the corner. I also fragged, which didn't really frag, I just scraped it off because it had already split, the hairy mushroom here. And I just got a new mushroom a couple days ago, I got a kryptonite mushroom, and that's it. And I did remove the Frog Spawn hammer from here, but I had store credit at my local pet store, and we got new corals for my wife. We got her a Duncan, a candy cane. Also, we got two hammers. I think these are purple tip. So I bought two, one for her and one for me. So this one is doing good now. So finally, all the souls starting to open up. What had happened was that I had an enemy that had died on me, and I guess it released all the toxins, and I had to do an emergency water change, and that's what I had to do. I did basically first I did a 10% water change. Then I decided to do a 75% water change. I seen the corals were not still opening up, so then I did another 5% water change today. Now the corals are opening up; they look better. But every time I'll do a water change, I will dose life beneficial bacteria. That way, we won't mess with the ecosystem of this aquarium. But everything's doing well now. Well, what happened was that I noticed something was wrong with my tank because I'll start to see all the little snails just dropping off the glass. They'll be on the shell, and then I started to notice that none of my zoas would open up, and that was weird for me because zoas are like one of the easiest corals you could keep. Um, Also, my toadstool wouldn't open up. Um, that's weird because the hammer and the frog swamps were the only corals that were really up, and the mushrooms. But besides that, everything else wasn't really doing that good until today. So that's what's new with this tank. Also, what's new with my tank downstairs, for those that have been following me, I have a 34-gallon frag tank downstairs. Probably been set up for about more than a month now. It What I have there, it is black Hawaiian sand, and I got the BRS dry rock, reef saver rock. Um, the live sand wasn't really live because when I got these bags from the store, I noticed that they were expired since 2018. One of them, and then the other one was expired from December 2019. I didn't notice until I had put all the sand in my tank, and I looked at the bag, but they weren't able to give me store credit or a refund back. But what I had to do was I had to buy live nitrifying bacteria. That's what I did. I went with Instant Ocean first, and then I added a flubal bacteria in a bottle. That's what I used. And then I added another Instant Ocean Life Nitrifying Bacteria bottle. Every week, I would test my tank just to make sure that everything was cycled. And honestly, let me see. I'm trying to fix my camera because I see myself a little bit blurry. Um, I don't know how to read the API test kit. It's a little bit hard, but that's the only test kit I have for. But I guess that would work. Also, it's Benny's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, bro. So yeah, happy birthday, bro. My birthday was actually on April 6th. So that's good to know we both have our birthdays on April. Well, just enjoy your day, Benny. Whenever you get a chance, just message me and we'll see if we could go live. So yeah, anyhow, the tank downstairs is finally cycled. To my knowledge, it is finally cycled. I did get new corals, which I'll do a video pretty soon on what's new on that tank. I Like I said, I did transfer the Frog Spawns hammers from right here downstairs. I transferred my yellow tang as well. I already had silvers there, which they're already opening up. I have my mushrooms there too. So yeah, that's what's new with my tanks. I have a 6 gallon tank right here behind me, but finally there's no corals. I did do a water change today, 100% water change. Uh, I probably have about 3 snails there. Let's see the camera. Let's point the camera there. So this is my 6 gallon frag aquarium. I did a 100% water change. There's no corals. I just have 3 snails there. I did have a hermit crab, but I guess it died. But yeah, I'm not gonna tear this tank down. I'm gonna just leave it running. That way, whenever I add any type of fish or frag, they'll do fine there. So I'll keep them quarantined. This, for me, in my opinion, this is really isn't a small tank, even though it's 6 gallons. It is pretty long. I think it's 13 inches long. But I have kept my black snowflake clownfish here because it was actually being too aggressive to my wife's tank. I kept him here until my tank downstairs cycled, and he did well there for about two weeks. So yeah, it's a nice little tank. It's made by Innovative Marine Tank. Oh man. So what's up with everybody else? How's your guys' tank? What's new? Have you guys added anything to your aquariums? I have a question for Calypso. I just want to ask you, what happened to Aquarium Monsters? I remember you used to go live with him a lot. I don't know if he's like a personal friend of yours, but I just never heard from him on YouTube again. Just wanted to know whatever happened to him. Because he was one of the persons that actually encouraged me to go live. I remember when I came across his channel. That is something that I like on YouTube. I prefer live streams and videos that are already prepared, but that is just me. But yeah, I always wondered what happened to him. So I do not know how long this live stream is going to be. Hopefully, we get more people or some people want to join. Like I have said previously, it's really hard for me to start conversations, to start things going. And sadly, I don't have Benny with me on this live stream. So finally, I guess it allows me to practice this, to be solo bolo on a live stream. I know a lot of other people do it. So we'll see how everything goes. I remember, I forgot where I got, who had told me. It was this other person from YouTube that he told me he remembers when he was going live. He said sometimes he didn't have no viewers. Sometimes he'll have one or two. But he'll just go live for 40 minutes. That was like his goal, to go live for 40 minutes. It didn't matter how much people he had in his live stream, if it was 1, 2, or 3. But he said that being consistent on his live streams and just letting that go, the shyness go, that's how he got better at live streams. And last time I checked, he will have like 100 to 500 people on his live stream. So that is something I want to do. I want to learn and stop being shy a little bit on the live stream. It is a little bit intimidating because being live, you don't really know how things are going to play out, or what do you have to say, or whatever you have prepared. But we'll see how this live stream goes. I'll try to see it. If I don't get a lot of views, I'll at least try to hit the 30-minute mark, just so I can have just practice. And yeah, what could we talk about? I want to talk about. Let's talk about dipping your corals. What's up, Chimp the Reefer? How are you doing? Well, me, bro, I just decided to go live. Try to see what everybody else is doing. Sadly for me, I live probably like 2 hours away from everybody, from my family. So the quarantine's a little bit more harsh for me since it's just me, my wife, my children, and we hardly get any visit. But I mean, it's not that sad. But I have my family. But sometimes we run we run out of conversations. So I said, let me just hop on YouTube and see what everybody else is talking about, what's up with everybody's cities, what's going on with the quarantine and the COVID-19 situation. How are you guys are handling this situation, and how are your local fish stores doing? Because I just set up a new reef tank and I'm trying to look for new corals, but the local fish stores that I go to, they tell me that they're not even sure if they're going to get any new corals yet because there isn't a lot of flights, and priority will be to persons or other more important things than just shipping out corals and fish. So that's why I haven't been able to find any new corals. The only new corals that I got this week were I got a kryptonite mushroom, I got a hammer, and I got a Duncan and a candy cane. And the only reason the local pet store was able to get these corals was because a local hobbyist actually had he had actually fragged them. So, um, that's a good thing about a local fish store that's surrounded by a lot of local hobbyists that whenever their corals grow out and they decide to frag, they can trade them in and to the local pet stores, get some store credit, and also give others the opportunity to get different type of corals. So that's a beautiful thing about the hobby. I do have a bunch of solos I want to rehome, just been lazy. I did have an enemy died on me that released a lot of toxins. Did a water change. Finally, my soils are opening up. And to be honest, I don't like fragrance oils because I had a bad experience, which I'll tell you guys right now. After I read Hub City Reed's comment, which says being off work is why I was able to find time to do the sum. Yeah, that's how I am too. I haven't been working for 2 weeks, but good thing is that ADD is basically giving out good money rounds. Also, Trump, the Fed added $600 extra besides what you're getting from your unemployment. Um, so financially, I'm doing good. Still allows me to buy corals or do whatever I want to do. But like I said previously, there isn't a lot of corals out there at the local pet stores, and also other hobbyists don't really want people in their house right now, which I understand. We have to be extra careful and try to practice social distancing. So that is something. But like you said, being off work allowed you to do a sump and try something new, something different, learn on something. That is the same thing that has been going on with me with my freshwater tank. Just trying things here and there, try to overcome the bearded allergy issue that I have, and also to try to learn how to keep freshwater shrimp, which I thought it was hard, but let me tell you, it's harder than corals. For some reason, they keep dying on me. I don't know why. And yeah, it actually allows us to actually work on our tanks, do more water changes, keep the tanks cleaner. But we have to be careful to don't keep them that clean because we don't want to mess up with the ecosystem. So yeah, um, I just wanted to go back to what I was saying regarding SOAs. I have some SOAs that are ready to rehome. I might go to my local pet store. I want to, but I don't. I'd rather just wait to rehome them to a local hobbyist because I do get poor credit at my local pet store. They'll give me like $5 for scrambled eggs or $5 for it doesn't matter what SOA it is. They don't care if it's let me look at them so I can actually name them. Um, Let me see. I'm really bad with names. Gatorades, Rastas, uh, Bam Bams. Man, I forgot most of them. Pink Zippers. So yeah, I'm really bad with names of sodas, but yeah. What's up, little bro? Chemita 650. Yeah. So I have my sodas ready to rehome at my local pet store, but I am scared of sodas or fragging sodas because I told this to Benny Fernandez not that long ago. Uh, I actually fragged it. So I had my gloves on, but I didn't have a mask and I didn't have the goggles or glasses. You know, you have to be extra safe with SOAs because they do release polytoxin that is one of the most strong toxins out there, and there isn't really any cure for it. So what happened was that I was fragging my SOAs here because I was going to have them ready, pest free for my new tank. And when I was fragging them, I thought I was an expert. I got a little bit too comfortable, didn't wear no goggles, no mask. Um, and when I tried to frag one of them, some liquid almost got to my eye, to like side of my nose, and I ran to the bathroom, started scrubbing my face with soap, and that was it. Water and soap, boom, boom, boom. A little quick 1 2 minutes, rinse off, and I went on by my day. And then what had happened, guys? I went to work the next day. I was fine. After work, I went to a local pet store. I was trying to look for sand at that time for my new build, and I got home, and my wife, she noticed my eye was pink. So she's like, "Hey, you got a pink eye." I was like, "Really?" So I looked at my eye, and I did. And then she's like, "Oh, you probably got it from work, because there's sometimes there's bacteria in the air, or if you touch a dirty surface, you touch your eye, you'll get a pink eye." So that's what I thought at first, and so yeah, that's what I thought at first. I didn't treat my eye. My daughter or my sons actually had a pink eye, so they got something off the counter, which that's what I was using. And at this time, it was when they were first talking about COVID-19, so I was a little bit scared too. But what had happened was that on Friday, someone hit my car, and um, I stressed. And on my lunch break, I think I was just looking. I realized that the thing from the SOA almost got into my eye. Started looking through my phone to see about polytoxins, and that's when I got a little bit stressed. I got a little bit stressed out, and I guess I just got stressed. I just got stressed. My body started acting up, and anxiety started happening in my body, and I got scared. Went to the doctor. I didn't go to the doctor until Monday. This Friday, the whole week, I was like kind of like going through something, so I wasn't sure if it was polytoxins. I thought it was going to be polytoxins, but on Monday I decided to go to the doctor because I was a little bit scared. I'll have rapid heart rate, and I'll get like a metallic taste in my mouth. So I was going through YouTube looking at polytoxin videos, and I came across Reef Girls. She's a YouTuber. I came across one of her videos of polytoxin. So I came across her video. I seen her situation, and then I read the comments what people were talking about polytoxins. And when they said you get like a metallic taste, that is sort of like a taste I'll get. But when I will taste it, I'll get rapid heart rate, and I was really in. I had like an anxiety attack. I panicked. Went to the doctor, and this is what I'm a little bit upset because I just got a fat medical bill. I had no insurance at that time. So the bill ended up being $4,000 just for the doctor to look at me for like 30 seconds. He didn't know what polytoxin was. He didn't even know what a reef tank was. He didn't did no test on me, nothing. Just by what I was saying, he just came to the conclusion that I had. He said that I had anxiety and acid reflux. So he just prescribed me medicine for anxiety, which I didn't take because the nurse, she told me that she didn't want me to take that because that's basically a drug and it could become addicting. She just told me just take acid reflux pills, and that's what I did. But to be honest, I don't know what was going on with me at that time. I don't know if it was because of anxiety or acid reflux or because of the polytoxin. But that made me think, is it really worth it to frag a ZOA or to keep ZOAs? Because polytoxin is something you do not play with. You have to be extra careful, especially if you have a family. The other day, I was actually talking to my wife when we first had our first reef tank. I had a laptop which I traded for a 30-gallon or 29-gallon reef tank. It had rocks. I had everything. Took it home. I didn't even have salt at the house. I just took the tank. I got the water. I told my wife, thank God we did not die. We didn't know anything about salt water, about a reef tank. You know what we did? We boiled the rocks. We scraped the rocks with a toothbrush. We boiled them with hot water. It was stinky, but I told her, thank God that rock did not have a ZOA, because if it would have had a ZOA, we would have died. So that is something we are now thankful that we know about ZOAs, and that's something we respect ZOAs, and we are more careful about. Not that long ago, one of my buddies, my friend, Robert, he just set up his first reef tank. I gave him a free ZOA, but I told him the consequences, and I told them what polytoxin was, because sadly nowadays, local pet stores or sometimes other hobbyists or other persons, they will not tell you the they will not tell you about polytoxin, and it's dangerous, especially for somebody who doesn't know about saltwater or about a reef tank, because uh, sometimes we just assume everybody that comes across us or that wants to buy a coral or whatever, also the people at the pet store, they assume the person already knows everything they're supposed to know about a reef tank or about ZOAs. But some of us, or like when I was new, I'll just come to a pet store and I didn't know anything. That's why I think it is important to for pet stores or fish stores to mention and to question everybody. Regard, I know sometimes it's a little bit offensive because it happened to me when they asked me these beginner questions. I'm not an expert, but it does get me a little bit upset. But man, you should be thankful in a way that there's that for those pet stores, fish stores that are still asking questions, and asking you what type of tank you have, what's how much knowledge you know regarding the coral fish you're going to get, because sometimes it's not just for the safety of the fish or coral, but for the safety of the person. That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking of rehoming all my SOAs. Man, I wish I knew how to ship out these SOAs because I'll give them away. Just pay the shipping. I told Benny, if I knew how to ship any of my corals, better believe I would send him some corals. But that is something that I'm gonna try to see. I'm probably going to practice it with him, do a little bit more research, and I'll give him a free SOA and send it out there to New York. Because we'll see how this COVID-19 goes. We could be quarantined for this month, next month, but I don't think it'll last no longer than June. But yeah, that is my long story regarding SOAs, why I do not mess with SOAs. And I thank God that when all those times when I didn't know anything, all those times when I boiled live rock, uh, scrubbed live rock, I'm glad there was no SOAs in those rocks because my family could be at risk. So yeah, guys, we're almost coming to the 30-minute mark for this live stream video. Um, I might just cut it off to here. Just want to thank everybody that just came to say hello. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Just enjoy your time with your families. For those that are not working right now, this is the perfect opportunity to work on your fish tanks, freshwater, saltwater. Uh, Gives you the opportunity to clean them, to upgrade, downgrade, do whatever you need to do with your aquariums. Now is the time. So yeah, guys, that is my little live stream. Just a quick updates, and also to give you guys a little warning or a little heads up regarding SOAs and polytoxins. So just be careful out there for everybody that has SOAs. Just be careful what you do with them. Be careful when you frag them. Be careful when you decide to ever break down a tank and you already have light rock. Make sure there's no SOA there. And if there is, I'll just give that rock away or do something with it. Just be careful. Be smart about it. Because right now I do have a SOA that is stuck in my rock, but it's in the tank now. But I don't know the day when I break down this tank what I am going to do regarding that situation. Anyhow, guys, thank you guys again for joining me on this live stream. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your families, enjoy your tanks. Might be able to do another live stream tomorrow. Thank you guys again, or I might do a live stream later today. We'll see how everything goes, guys. Till then, I'm out. Peace.